Hey everybody, Matt Rosenthal, CEO of Mindcore Technology Group. I'm really excited because I have a great story to tell you. Now, it's not great because something great happened to the people that I'm going to talk with you about, but it is great because there is a tremendous opportunity to share with you a lesson learned. So I have a client. About 6 months ago, they signed up with us, and a great relationship. They really embrace what we do for them, and they embrace the virtual CIO services, and they embrace all of our technology day-to-day services and all the proactive things we do. It's been tremendous for them. However, they had a cybersecurity breach about a month and a half ago. Now, we come to find out that they had a previous breach prior to us being involved with them. And although the people at that time that really tried to, the technology provider they had, that tried to kind of remediate it, thought they got everything, they didn't. And it's no reflection on those people, but the fact is that they didn't get everything cleaned up the way that it should have been. And so it left this particular firm susceptible to another breach. And so the firm was compromised, and we get a call saying that all of their files are encrypted. They can't access their data. Now they're going into the peak season. They're in the manufacturing business, and they do a lot of online sales. As you all know, we're in the holiday season. This is the busiest time of the year. This firm cannot in any way have anything happening that's going to impact their business. This would have a devastating effect on them financially. So the breach happens. They are down. All their data is encrypted. Now they cannot process orders. They cannot ship orders. They can't, they're dead in the water. Thankfully, as part of our onboarding process, one of the first things we do is we verify and validate that all of the backup systems and solutions in place are working, which we did. And so we were able to get them back up and running within like an hour. All their encrypted data, everything was restored, and they were back up and running in an hour. There was a gap in between the backup that had run the night before and the time that the encryption began, but the impact of the business was negligible. I almost would say there was none because it all happened so quickly. Here's the lesson learned. The firm wasn't doing penetration testing and vulnerability testing. And in cybersecurity land, those are things that everybody should be doing just to see if you can detect that you have any risks in your company. I don't know why, but they weren't doing it, and they should have been receiving guidance after the first breach to be doing it. Now, we had been giving them guidance that they needed to do it, and unfortunately, but fortunately, they already knew, and we were planning to do it. So they were on the right track. They were on the track where they had learned a lesson. We came in, we had good conversations, we gave them guidance, they budgeted for it. We did have an approval process going on. Unfortunately, in that time, they got hit again. So the opportunity here is for me to share with you, you must have a cybersecurity budget in your 2020 plan. All right, because I'm recording this today is December 15th, as I record this. Going into 2020, this is an opportunity for me to tell all of you to make sure that your firm has a budget for cybersecurity testing and some assumption for the remediation that resolves the things that will inevitably be found when you do the testing. And it's okay to find things. You want to test, you want to find things, and you want to be able to essentially plug the holes, all the holes in the bucket so the ship doesn't sink, right? You want to find them, and every business has them. Even if you did a cybersecurity test 6 months ago, you might find when you do the test now 6 months later that a few things have popped up. You want to minimize the risk as much as you can. So thankfully, my client was really not impacted at all. Thankfully, they were working with us, a firm that's very, very cyber aware, frequently gives guidance, and thankfully the backups were running. Thankfully, the backups were working properly. We were able to restore everything. So there's definitely a happy ending to the story. This firm right now is having from what I've been told, a very good holiday season. Business is going great. It could have gone very, very differently if everything that I just said wasn't in place. It could have gone very differently. Oftentimes when firms have breaches like this, the impact to them could be something that they don't recover from for, depends on the metric and the report that you look at, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Some firms never recover, okay? So I'm happy to talk with you, to give you guidance, to answer any questions you have when it comes to your technology, when it comes to what you should be doing for your cybersecurity posture. And I would ask you to please share this story, share this video with anybody that you know that is in any way involved with any business. It's so important that we spread the word and we help as many people as we can. There's just too many people being impacted because they simply aren't being given the right guidance. They're simply not being given guidance. They're simply not being given guidance that is assertive enough and really, pushing, the decision makers and businesses to really budget for, plan for, and execute on cybersecurity, a stance, a position that really, gives you some resilience. Okay. So again, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope that it helps you and your business and everybody that you know out there who's in business. Please share it, please like it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to instant message or to message me, to email me, contact me any way that you can. I would love to give you some guidance. I'd love to answer your questions and help you to ensure that your business is reaching its potential. And hopefully you have a wonderful, fantastic 2020. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.